Brockman's
really
burning questions.
That's a fire. That's a fire.
Look, I have a flamingos on my shirt. It's all good. All right, burning questions. I'm looking at 3 matchups this weekend, guys, and I'm asking a burning question for each team moving forward, okay? So the first up, I'm looking at Thursday Night Football. Kind of a sneaky good division game. Steelers at Browns. All right, my question for both of these teams are, let's start with Pittsburgh first. If Trubisky struggles early, does Tomlin make the move to Kenny Pickett, Marshall Faulk?
I say no, only because it's a Thursday night game. There's no way to get 2 quarterbacks ready for Thursday.
Do you think that if Pickett hadn't been at Pitt and everybody hadn't seen him there locally and hadn't seen him out there slinging, they'd be so excited to get him into the seat?
Well, you got to remember, he started to fall. Teams were like, his hand too small. He's not, and I don't know if he would have gotten drafted if Pittsburgh didn't take him. Yeah, if Pittsburgh didn't take him, and it was an opportunity for Pittsburgh. Now, let's say this: for all the organizations out there in the NFL, all 32, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they always handle these moves better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, they get it right when they go to the whatever guy it is. And that guy, it for whatever reason, it worked out for them. And I'm going to believe that nothing will change here. Now, I do have a solution. Maybe both teams might say, hey, let's play our number 2 guy and have it be a fair fight. Because, I don't know.
And for the Browns, how do they bounce back after kind of giving that game away? Something we'd really never seen before, 13 points in the last 2 minutes. How do the Browns bounce back? Because they looked like a 2-0 team and a very good team, despite what they have going on at quarterback.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But we want to see if they have the resiliency. And actually, I shouldn't even say that. For that team to go through what they did in the offseason, make the decisions that they made, deal with all the stuff that they dealt with, and to come out and play the way that they have, I am actually impressed. I'm not gonna lie. That noise usually permeates into the locker room, and it's hard to shut it out because it's not talking about actual play on the field,
right,
and it becomes a distraction. And they've done a great job.
You got to shut that noise out, Chris.
Yeah, got to shut out the noise always. That's good advice. All right, next up, an NFC North battle going on this weekend. Detroit at Minnesota, Lions, Vikings. A couple of questions here. Let's start with the Lions first. How good has this Jared Goff, St. Brown connection been, and are they for real? You believe in the Lions, Marshall?
I think St. Brown is the real deal. You know, Jared, I cannot count on him just yet. But what I do like is Detroit, and they look like their head coach. Like
he's crazy.
They embody this man and how he goes about coaching the game and his love and passion for the game. This gonna be a pretty good game. I mean, Minnesota, after what happened, it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back.
Yeah, so that's my question for them. Who is this Minnesota team? Is it the one we saw who dominated the Packers in Week 1, or
Good
is
question.
it last night laying an egg on the road in a primetime game?
Yeah, good question. And this is, it's his Kirk Cousin. And this is literally what he's done for us his whole career.
Yeah.
You know, whenever the expectations get beyond the limitations, he brings us right back down. No, don't expect too much. But literally, that is what I've seen from him. And now the question is, I'm more concerned about. I want to see Detroit. You know, is it hey, you have a bad game, take 2 Lions and call me in the morning. You know, it's like, are they still that team?
Yeah.
Minnesota had a bad game. Oh, who do you have coming in? You know,
Detroit,
it's like, you got Detroit,
right.
You'll be good. Or you got the Bears, you'll be good. Is that the same?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Detroit's pretty good. Would you have liked to have played for a guy like Dan Campbell? Obviously, you didn't in your career. You know, Dick Vermeil and Jim Moore.
Moore was kind of. I'm gonna say Jim Moore had a little bit of that in him, but here's what it is. You know, he has his players back. That's the thing. Like That's all you want from your head coach, is to know he has your best interest. And sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's all about the organization, or it's about job security for the coach. It's not about you as a player concerned about your career and your well-being.
Yeah, seems like he's like that. All right, last game. 2 0-2 teams, Raiders at Titans. One of these teams is going to be 0-3, and pretty much their chances of making the playoffs are nil. Both these teams made the playoffs for last year. What are you looking for in this game? And whoever is 0-3, can they still make a playoff run?
I just wonder who called Bill first for advice.
That's funny.
Hey, Bill, I'm 0-2. How do I not go 0-3? Who?
I got to think it's McDaniel.
Did he give him the best?
No
Did
doubt,
he give him the
right?
same advice?
That's really funny. I think McDaniels called him first, right?
That's a good question, man. But
Vrabel doesn't strike. Vrabel strikes me as too proud to ask Bill for advice.
here's the thing. I think Tennessee has somewhere to go. They have somewhere to go. They made a decision, and they brought Malik in, and they have somewhere to go. The Raiders, they're trying to figure out who they are, and they want to know, is Derek Carr him?
Yeah.
Timothy.
What do you think?
I think Carr is him. I think he is him, but the relationship with his buddy, I think it's taken away from just playing football.
Yeah.
You know,
and
defensively, it's like they could play good, and then they'll give up big plays.